Luis Enrique, what a game. For the neutral, that will probably go down as one of the best ever legs we've seen in a semi-finals. The most number of goals. What was it like as a manager seeing your team be a part of that?
Yes, you can never be angry with your players. Even if you conceded 4, 6 goals, 5 goals, it doesn't matter. I think both teams show what we are, what we feel, what we want to transmit, and I think it was party time, all the time changing, intensity at the high level, and everybody exhausted, and at the same time very happy because we won one of the best, if not the best team in Europe this season.
Talk to me about that first half. You go down with the penalty, it's a goal down, but then your team shows such character, and then there was that controversial penalty at the strike of half-time.
Yeah.
How did you view it all?
I didn't remember the penalties, and I try not to analyze that because it means referees are trying to do their job, and it was both moments for both teams.
Yeah.
I think in the first half they started better than us, and we suffered a little bit, but the second half we started much better. We overcome them, but at the end we are very happy because we won that match.
I know you've been so adamant about saying that you'll never change your style of play, but there was a point where you were 5-2 up, they get back into the game, it's now a completely different second leg. Is there any regret at all from you that maybe your team didn't play differently from that moment?
No, differently, but we need to analyze. I need to analyze the match calm, at home, after rest, because when you are winning 5-2, even if you don't want to do that, you try to defend a little bit more, and that's the problem. Against that team, you cannot defend very deep because it's easy for them to overcome and to create damage.
Right. We got so many great moments today from your team, from their team. And then there was a moment just here before, you and Luis Enrique.
Yeah.
He said, you're in my seat. You were not on the bench today. You were watching this game from up there. How was that for you?
No, I don't like it. And if I can avoid it in the future, I will do everything I can to avoid that seat.
So behaving nicely in the future, that's fine. What,
partially also referees making the right decisions.
No, I know. We're not going to go there because there was one today, and I don't think that should take up any time at all. I would stake the claim that this was one of the best football matches I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you come away with
You've said this a few times against a
1-0 defeat.
But
this, it was just so beautiful to watch. I mean, how do you analyze this?
It's tough to summarize in a few words, you know. I think the simple thing we have to say, of course, when you concede 5 goals away from home, normally in the semi-final of the Champions League, that's it, it's over. But the crazy thing about this game is we scored 4, and I feel we could have scored more. So if you look at the highlights and the chances we have, I mean, the belief I have is that if we get these chances next week at the Allianz Arena, we score. And then you play against. It's such a clash of ideas today. It's, you know, Luis Enrique won the Champions League in a certain way, so he has absolutely no reason to change and capitulate to anything. But this club and Bayern Munich has the same idea. And then you can have something like this when you have talent on the pitch. And I know the highlight would be on both defenses, but I think it would be so unfair. I saw my defenders win a lot of great tackles, great challenges. Upamecano recovering the ball, going forward, bringing it to the attacking players. But the intensity of the game is just, caused for just enough fracture to open up and create chances.
So just very, very briefly, so we can expect some of the same next week.
Yeah, absolutely more, because like they come to the Allianz Arena, there'll be 75,000 people there, and I will try and make sure that people who are not fit to shout are just not let in the stadium. Yeah. And it needs to be more than just noise. It needs to be weight. It needs to be a mass that they feel when they come in that stadium, and that's what we're going to do everything for. So it's a home game. We have to win. But there's no better place than the Allianz Arena to do that.
No, I'm there a lot, so I know you're right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you'll be on the touchline. That's going to make the difference. Yeah?
Yeah.
The difference?
Yeah. Maybe I can I can push for one more goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.